Hi, I'm Greg Munden from Munden Ventures and Kamloops. Thanks for joining me and listening in on this blog regarding a guide to dash cams for truckers in Canada. So it seems today you can never be too careful. Because of that, more and more trucking companies and owner-operators are turning to the use of dash cams to help protect themselves in a world where congestion is becoming ever increasing, the conduct of passenger cars around trucks is becoming more and more dangerous, and trucks are just an easy target both to blame for accidents and to go after for big liability lawsuits. These reasons provide plenty of compelling reasons why trucking companies are resorting to video evidence to protect themselves. Considering the amount of time that trucks spend on the road each day, the weights that they operate with, and the braking distances involved in stopping commercial vehicles, the use of dash cams can be cheap insurance in providing undeniable evidence for almost the inevitable near misses that professional drivers contend with in doing their job. With the myriad of dash cams available on the market, here are some things to consider when looking to implement dash cameras for your fleet or as an owner-operator. So first is dash cam regulation in Canada. The use of forward-facing dash cameras is legal in Canada, and the video evidence is admissible in court provided it is complete. Video that's been edited or that's inadequate in duration to show the sequence of events leading up to an accident may have reduced or even no evidentiary value. This means that incomplete or edited video may not hold up as admissible evidence in court. Some companies have taken it a step further with in-cab driver-facing cameras. A recent decision in Quebec has found against the company in this case, and there's a link to the case in my blog, agreeing that the driver-facing cameras were an invasion of driver privacy. So for this case, it's not necessarily precedent setting, given that Quebec operates under the civil code, whereas other provinces operate under common law. Our recommendation here is to be confident in installing forward-facing dash cameras, but do your research before moving to driver-facing cameras. Keep a close eye on any related court cases in your province. So aside from the regulation around dash cameras, there's some features that we really think you need to have. So there's a myriad of dash cameras available on the market to choose from, and among them are a wide range of features, some of which we highly recommend as you make your buying decision. As with all electronics these days, there are a wide range of prices. For as low as $80, you can expect to find an entry-level camera with a surprising number of features. There should be no need to pay more than $400 for a full-featured, high-quality dash camera. But there are 8 features that we really want you to consider. The first is loop recording. With the number of hours commercial trucks logged during the day and week, you can imagine the data and the likelihood of filling memory cards instantly. Cameras offering loop recording are constantly recording small snippets of video, could be 5, 10, or 15 minutes, or even much shorter, and then overwriting these from the very beginning or looping on the card once the SD memory card is full. The advantage, you never run out of storage room. Related to this is a large memory card capability. So tied to the memory challenges addressed in loop recording, cameras with the ability to store large quantities of video data will help to ensure that you have multiple days of storage before it actually loops. So look for cameras that can handle SD cards of at least 32 gigabytes and preferably 64 gigabytes or larger for memory. Next is GPS function. The more advanced cameras have GPS function that not only provides video recording capability, but also includes speed and location information tied to that video. Wi-Fi connectivity. This feature allows you to seamlessly connect the dash camera to your smartphone to easily transfer and share video. A really great feature. Next is accident detection, also called G-force detection. Once the camera detects an accident due to significant G-forces, the video for a preset length of time is flagged and then protected from overwrite, so you'll have that video saved when you need it. Next is parking mode. Parking mode protects your equipment even when it's parked, as the name would imply. The camera will automatically activate when motion in front of the unit is detected. Next, hardware capability. Although lighter power plug adapters are commonly provided with modern dash cams, many fleets and owner-operators will prefer the option of hardwiring the camera into their truck for a cleaner, more permanent means of providing power. Lastly, adhesive tape mounts. Dash cameras are regularly offered with standard suction cup mounts. However, these may not provide the needed strength to stay firmly in place for the long haul. Many companies are opting for adhesive tape style mounts, which tend to be more reliable in keeping cameras in place. So aside from those features, we've got some installation best practices that we wanted to pass along as well. While it is possible to install dash cams in minutes by using the standard passenger vehicle installation mentioned before, using suction cups, and just suctioning to the camera to the window and running the common cigarette lighter power down to the cigarette lighter outlet, most companies will want to take a more permanent view to mounting the device. So some advice here: keep the camera high and to the center of the windshield below the headliner. Ensure the view of the camera is clear under the roof visor, and particularly the oversized aftermarket visors that we see on a lot of trucks these days that seem to cover almost half the windshield. Some cameras have increasingly large LCD screens, and keeping these far from the line of sight of the driver is important to avoid distraction. It's recommended to use adhesive tape mounts, as mentioned, versus the suction cup mounts to help ensure the camera will remain in place regardless of the terrain your truck may encounter. A lot of current trucks have pre-wiring behind the overhead console for a CB or a VHF radio. This makes a great spot to simply run the wires a short distance from the dash camera mounted high on the windshield into the overhead console and hardwire the unit into the pre-wire terminals. So a permanent, clean and professional installation such as is described above should still be achieved in an hour and a half or less if that pre-wired terminals are available in the headliner. And just a tip or two on driver acceptance. As with any change, driver acceptance will be best achieved through information, explanations, and discussion before installation. Drivers can quickly leap to the conclusion that dash cameras are a way to monitor their behavior, when in most cases, progressive fleets use cameras to defend professional drivers and their company reputation from the actions of others. So our advice: include your drivers early in all technology adoption plans, including your dash cameras. So listen, thanks for joining me, listening to this blog. I invite you to click on any of the links below to have a look at our other blogs. Have a great day.